Hey all, this is Urs, and welcome back. Welcome back to our post-hoc, ex-post review, or whatever. I like the word post. I'm going to keep saying it because it makes me feel tasty inside. No, it is what it is. Yeah, what it is. Alright, I'm going to stop now. And we're going back to this whole thing that we're doing, which is Mama, Urs, and I putting our heads together what to kill the zombies with. Or something along those lines. If that conjugation burned your eyeballs off, I apologize if that's exactly what's going to happen. Anyways. What are we doing here? Well, we're basically setting up for D-Day, setting up for endgame when the zombies come a-swarming. And this is really annoying with that stone. We can't get a second ballista out front. So we'll probably need to put another one in the back just to keep that a little extra secure, extra tasty. It's going to taste real good. Our Titans are currently... What are we doing out there? Are we defending? Are we making another choke up there? I think we are, because that choke's too narrow. Put this awesome body to use, says the Thanatos. Go make down in the shell. Yep, he's getting all excited, getting hot and bothered, and so am I. Anyway, speaking of hot and bothered, I need to drink my beverage. Oh, because my throat's been drying out like a son of a gun lately. I have to constantly just dose it with liquid, otherwise I'm like... I sound like I'm going to be 90 or something. No offense to anyone who's 90 doesn't sound like that, but I will probably sound like that at 90, so that's fine. I realize I'm not a great man. A man of vision and character. Not like that skinny red fuck Tedeschi. No, sorry. No one? Anyone? It's alright. People still watch The Whole 9 Yards? It was a great freaking movie, by the way. Like or hate Matthew Perry, like, that movie was dope. It had him and Bruce Willis and that ridiculously hot chick playing the dentist assistant slash aspiring hit woman. She was, I have a soft spot for that.
Hello.
Anyway, I have a lot of hard spots too. No, sorry, let that one go. But anyway, no, that movie was one of my all-time favorite. I really should have left a Titan there, like an idiot. I didn't. Man, we did not plan this out particularly well this run. This would be a decent choke. We already have 2 good chokes already, so we're fine. Okay, we're good. Now go back and defend the freaking Tezzy, please. Oh no, we're gonna. Oh, I know what we're doing. This Tezzy got wrecked again. That's why we're over here, like with a fury. At your service, mate. At your service. Alright, so we're good. We good. No, we good. Now we're gonna go ahead and probably put another set of fronts up in this general direction, mainly because that one front we can't really get much in there, and we can lock it down. I'm not sure why we're thinking about this so intently, but I'm not sure why that's a priority, honestly. Why is that a priority? Do we think that's not enough to block off the good lord. Clearly it's been a long fucking day. And I'm just talking out of my rectum, but that's alright. Let's keep going. Just for fun and profit. There we go. Double wall. That's what you do. That's how we do. Alright. How you guys? Alright, can we make a wall? Por favor. Build the damn thing. Oh, man. I guess apparently there's a lot of discussions about how far back we need to put the wall. Oh, I can only imagine what Mama and I are talking about. Like, no, you know, that one, just, the dimensions aren't right. It doesn't look right. It's just sloppy is what it is. And it's just embarrassing, and then you should all be embarrassed, and it's just, oh my god. Or whatever. Mama doesn't talk like that, thank God. Imagine if you did, I'd probably want to chew my face off on a daily basis. Oh, anyways. Lock it down, baby. Lock it down. Put some more walls in it. I skipped a wall there too. That's hilarious. And that's why it looks all fucked up. Yep. We're like, what did we just do? Why are we taking the walls down? Why are we taking those? Those walls are perfectly fine. What the fuck is going on? Oh, because we're need to put gates in. I see what we're doing. I see what we're doing. No, we're saying if we need to support that, we need to put a gate in. I got yous. Yeah. Do it right there. Most fire for your buck. Also your bang if you are into that kind of thing. Come on. Put the bang down. Put it down. Put it down. You know you want to. Come on. Again, we're debating. Every tile counts. Alright. And this is basically, at this point, you'll see that the situation is getting just a wee bit paranoid. Simply because we're so far along, and we're like, oh my god, man, we're gonna win. Or we might win, or we have a chance at winning, or something. I don't know, wieners is in there. So we're getting a really paranoid about everything we're building, which is kind of hilarious to watch, honestly. But there's going to be, as you can see, this is exactly our strategy here, more or less. We want to double up everything that we can, and we also want to double up walls everywhere we can. And if we have these double-walled choke points, it feels like we feel pretty good. The last couple times when we died, so to speak, when I died, and when we died for our mutual attempts, we didn't have this kind of doubling up and this crap ton of ballistas at every single position, and these will eventually become GATs as well. So again, we're maxed out on oil. We're not pushing up for more oil, which is interesting. We should be, I think, because that is now currently easily within our secure grasp. And we could probably kick out another 5 Titans before game end, but it seems like we're not doing that, which is an odd choice, that. But we do still have 9 days. So that's getting awful tight on the Titan production. Yeah, going up there. Attaboy. Do good. Do good. How are we doing here anyway? Nobody knows. It's fine. We're making more gates so we can get into these positions. Right. So we reinforce there and plug the hole if necessary. Yep, and I was gonna make a plug the hole joke, but I've done the Uncle Creepy thing enough here, so let's let it go. Gonna let it slide. Now did one more just for fun, and now we're double checking on the gates. Yeah, this is kind of painful to watch, but this is basically how I would say this is how anal you need to be about your final defenses. You need to be super specific about what you put down and where. Because hey, it's the last hurrah, and if you don't hurrah effectively, you're gonna get crushed. It ain't good. Yep, get one down there. Can't put 2 there. Yeah, we can if we took it back 1. Oh, we can't. Oh, balls. That's right. We can't do 2 here. Interesting. Yeah, we can do it if we do it there. So we can take out down 1 wall and probably put 1 in. It's crazy. Crazy how tight that is. But it's a good choke. I mean, if we can put 3 sets of fire down on something that narrow, it's kind of cool. Now we're talking about how much defense we have. And we're trying to basically use the ballista as placeholders. As far as I understand it, as far as I've calculated, upgrades to ballistas versus building executors or GATs raw, it's totally fine. You don't lose anything. I think the difference between a ballista and a GAT is literally the difference between nothing and a full price GAT. So you either build one raw or use placeholder ballistas and then upgrade them to GATs, and you don't actually lose anything besides time. So if you want to plan it out and you don't want to drop GATs yet because you're not really sure about where to invest that massive defensive stuff, totally fine to drop ballista and then upgrade later. And in fact, I recommend it. That way you know where your fronts are, how well locked down they are, and it'll be fine.
Let's put this awesome.
We're seeing some more undead here, so we're going to try to make these folks work a little harder. There's a spitter trying to kill us as I pause it in mid-spit. What are you doing? Oh, are we grouping Titans already? We're grouping Titans already. Yeah, this is a little early for this, I think.
Excuse me?
I mean, that's alright. But we're not building more. It's a really odd choice. I'm kind of surprised. I thought we had around 20.
My machine
It's 7.
is ready.
It's 4. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had more for this. It's really an odd choice. There's a 5 right there. It's another group of 5. It's a group of 4. Yeah, we're at 16, 17 Titans, basically. So strange. Okay, well, I was sure we built another oil well. I would always recommend more Titans if possible.
What can I do for you, sir?
I think we are actually going to go build up. Yeah, I think we're going to go build up another oil well and try to crank out some more Titans, if I remember correctly, because I do believe that was a critical thing we wanted to do. Yeah, there we go. Now, I think we are. There's a group of 2, and I think we'll have at least 1 more in there somewhere. I'm not entirely certain. If I were playing this game again, besides all the stuff I was criticizing before, earlier cores and all that, I would definitely drop another freaking oil well. Yeah, if we're looking, can we get more Titans? I was like, yeah, we have an oil well right there. Drop the fucking oil well. And if we do that, then I agree with what we did. It looks like we are going to do that. Oh, bloody marvelous. Praise Jehovah, or whatever we're working on these days. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Okay. So good. We did what we were supposed to. Yay! We dropped another oil well, so we're going to try to crank out a couple more Titans before the game's end. As you can see, we're sitting on, what was that, 15 plus 2, 17, exactly 17 Titans, which is what it says in that group 8 corner. And that is, to put it bluntly, a good number, and we're still making 1855 per turn as far as economy goes. So if you are going to crank the Titans, make sure your economy's solid. I mean, this is probably the most important lesson we've learned, and I'm going to keep harping on it because I pretty much what it is. I mean, it is what it is, but it also is that you need to get a lot of cash out. Because if you can't crank out at least a Titan every time you cycle out, or pretty near that, you're going to have trouble. And your iron production needs to be really strong also. Here we're talking about bulbing out in the front, but it's not very smart. We're just going to go ahead and bulb out behind it. But I think we had a bit of a discussion with, okay, let's just see what it looks like. We'll decide later. And I think pretty much we decided that we weren't going to do that because that was a giant waste of resources and actually doesn't narrow the front at all.
Excuse me?
So yeah, so now we're pretty happy with the Titan groupings. We have 4 mobile groups, about 5, and that's really pretty much what you need to plug your holes if you've got your defenses up, more or less. You don't need any more than that because they tend to get caught on places, and you want to be able to move them pretty clearly once the final horde comes. So yeah, all those good things.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, the top hat man is riding his giant machine. The giant machine.
So much steam. Let me adjust
The feel of this game is
valve.
pretty good, though, I gotta say. And the voicing on the Titan's actually pretty decent, unlike the Borat stuff on everything else. It's just vaguely foreign.
Sir.
And, I mean, I love it. I think it's really, really endearing, but, like, it is really damn funny.
Indeed.
Soldiers trying to be American. Snipers just not even trying. Ladies are like, I'm ambiguously foreign. Last night was amazing. You know. Oh, I love this game. And then Thanatos is just like, man, I need to kill something. And it makes me happy because that's my creepy voice and he's got it. So, hey, bonus points. Is that my self-insert character? Hell no. I don't want to get crushed. Zombies chewing my faces and all. He's got a cigar or whatever, but we're also obviously buttressing up internal walls that are being prevented by those damn stones. And again, we're just trying to think of all the possibilities and where we can fall back to. And all in all, it's pretty solid. No complaints. I mean, we're feeling pretty good about this. If every time we start lowering on cash, we'll probably drop some housing in some of these inner districts. That won't be too much of an issue.
That's all.
That's all. And obviously we're going to use this giant grouping of units, these 32 units, to probably place them just in front of a front and not worry about it too much. They're not going to be able to contribute altogether too much individually or be able to relocate quickly just because the snipers and the Thanatos are so fucking slow. Like, so slow. But we will eventually use them to at least hold one of the fronts, and especially when we have a lot of different chokes or just a wide choke would probably be good to drop them on. It wouldn't be choke technically, or wide front, I'd probably say would be more accurate. But again, they're not very mobile, so you can't really depend on them. And like I said, the Rangers are mobile, but late game you can't really depend on them to do, you know, jack all, because they're just beginning units and they can't really do too much at this point, except contribute in a giant mass pack with everything else. So that's kind of where I'm thinking as far as deployments go. We're already setting up our Titans, and again, we're trying to make sure that we have access to pretty much everywhere we need to go if we need to defend. So we want those gates in the secondary walls, behind the outer walls, obviously, to make sure that we're locked up. All nice and purdy like. And we're waiting for these two to go, these last two groups, the Thanatoses and snipers, to come out. And we're probably going to put them, I think we did put them south-ish. Not there where there's a crap ton of defensive units, but I think we put them a little further east where there's the narrow choke there. Make sure, because that was nearly a breakthrough last time. Why did I put a gate there? Not entirely certain. Walls cannot be so close. Yeah, there's something weird with the wall situation here. I think we decided to like remove most of this because it was getting really, really funky. Funky like a bow-legged monkey. Come on. Humpy humpy. Let's go. Gigachi goo. Very nice. Respect. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and... I don't know. God. What Brazilian was I watching recently? Probably someone that punches people in the face on a repeated basis. For money. Alright. Anyways, let's go ahead and remove some of these walls. Apparently we can't do these walls. Cannot be so close. That's just such a weird... I don't know. That was really bugging me this game. It wasn't... I was like, fuck it. Get rid of the walls. We're good. We're good, homie. Alright, but now you gotta start thinking, I think. And I don't believe there's actually any more hordage to come at this point. I think once you're past the day 80-81 horde, then you're in the clear for the final get on. And we actually, did we do this? We didn't extend out any further. Do we double up anywhere else? This is what we're checking. Like, is there a better priority to do this on? The answer is really no. I don't think. But, God, it's like mills. It feels like Holland. There's mills everywhere. Good times. Yeah, double up there. Yep. Put it down. Put it down. You can do it. Come on, man. Come on, let's go. This is just We're debating. Do we do it there or do we do it somewhere else? Where should we put it? Definitely need to throw one up there, though. Yeah, I agree. Oh, we don't have wood. Okay. Simulated discussion. Yep. So, obviously, there's a lot of intense discussion to be had, so we took that offline for a second that we re-recorded here. More or less in the same spot, but after we had actual plan to do things in. The wall's going to be so close again. That's a really weird bug. If you're replacing walls, you should just frickin' be able to build gates, honestly, and kind of drove us nuts in the end there. But the whole point is this. So you got to do two things when you're trying to set up your final base situation before the zombies come. One is making sure every side is locked down tight with at least a couple gats, or at least one at a minimum, but you probably want at least two. At most entrances, ballistas supporting the rest. But you also want to make sure that your inner lines are completely locked solid, in that you have fallbacks, but you also have lanes to get in and support through gates, because if you can't get to the front where it's getting really choked down, you're just going to watch all your ballistas wither, and then you're going to be up shit's creek. But if you can get there with some quick Titan or other unit support through gates, it's going to be a lot easier to hold off the Horde. So that's what we're doing right now. We're making sure that we can get everywhere. We'll probably won't be able to get to that really narrow spot there. We're going to probably put some units out there anyway. Here we're saying, why did we not do this in the first place? That we just wasted space and time. Get rid of not to undo. There we go. See, I knew we could do it. Yeah, interface, like I said, could use some work, but for what it is, it's pretty good. Not for sure. Okay, that's fine. That's hilarious. We're like, why don't we have enough room? Oh, we could have actually had it. These guys are still walking. Nice. We were paused for a while there. 6 ballistas just came up, dropping our income a little bit. Again, we're out of cash, so we'll do that in a second. Let the cycles flow, folks. Let the cycles flow. And at this point, basically, every couple of seconds, we're just like, wait. Pause. I want to talk about something. Like, can't we just wait for the next cash influx? No, just pause, and get this thought out. So you're going to be seeing a lot of that. But like I said, we're ringing in 2018, the new year, with 2018 colonists at this point, which is pretty appropriate, oddly enough, especially when this episode's going to be posted, I suppose. If my calculations are correct. So yes, ballistas are done. All sexy, baby. And now we're going to start dropping some gats where we need them. And ideally, we want it every front. Yep, we're definitely putting the Titan groups up here. That's fine.
Is ready.
Yeah, so we're basically distributing north, south, east, and west. And have we not gotten the oil up yet? What the F? No, I think we've just been paused for so damn long that we haven't even had a chance to build the oil well yet. Like I said, we're not completely screwed on this because we are day 84. But yeah, I remember how many more Titans we made after this. I think we started spending money. On gats instead because we need, real-time support on all fronts, and we can't have Titans everywhere at the same time. So once this oil comes out, we'll see what we do with it. I actually don't recall how we decided to line up the back end here. I don't really remember. It'll be fun to see. Because every day that goes by, that's a day away from this particular playthrough. I keep forgetting what we actually did, which is funny and sad at the same time. So I guess it's about the passing times and the hourglass and the futility of life. No, I don't know what I'm talking about. We have a double gates there, at least to block it off. We might want to do that there, especially because there's one ballista there. Do we actually decide to put that one down, or do we leave it where it was? Oh, we made a secondary defensive line here. Interesting. Okay, that makes sense. I totally see that making sense, actually. Because we need to, in case they really push there, that's our residential area. That is our command center. We can't really fuck around with that. Kind of ridiculous, actually, if you think about it. How beeline-y that could be if we get really bad up. But like I said, we can go through there. We still hold the line through those two gates. So I figured that was maybe a little unnecessary, but, it never hurts to have another backup. Because every time, you just want to put a lot of crap freaking walls down, because every second that they spend chewing on a wall is another second of fire from your ballistas, really. So when you're thinking of oh, I only have so much cash, if you already have defenses at the front, just put some more freaking walls down. Don't necessarily need to save up for the last gat, because if they chew through that 2 set of walls, you could have had 4. That one gat's is going to go down just like the rest. So, I mean, I think the cost-benefit there is strictly heavily weighted to getting some extra walls down, especially if you're kind of really short on cash. Which is what we're doing here. But we're trying to double out walls everywhere. Do we have double walls in front of there yet? No, we don't. But we're getting close. We're just checking to see that everyone has coverage everywhere. Yeah, Tezzy, we're just going to try to double up these walls here as well. Yep. And again, we're doing the same thing here. Definitely need another ballista up there. And I totally agree with that. That's going to be a potential flashpoint. We want to make sure that those ballistas can cover each other as much as possible. But the rest of these fronts are looking pretty good. Definitely going to start getting these gats on pretty damn soon. So basically this is like SimCity, except it's a zombie apocalypse and you're building defenses. So it's not like SimCity at all. But the point is, it's a lot of planning and strategy from that side. Now, this is not exactly zombie killing action, I suppose. So one could argue that, oh my god, this is lame. But if it's to the extent of you want to see what it takes to actually beat the damn hordes, this is kind of what we're looking at here. Or at least our attempt to do so. So, you know, once you see the result of this, you can make your own judgments as to what is necessary and what isn't, but I'm just kind of telling you our thinking at the moment as to why we're putting defenses where we are, why we're doing things the way we are, and there we go. So there's executors. So we're going to, like I said, put one executor at most major fronts. That guy is going to kind of break our usual executor rule because I want executors to overlap both walls. So we're going to probably put one there. That one can be an obvious executor. And again, there's an argument to be had. We could put that one there, but I would like the ones that are set further back to be the executor of the choice. Here especially, too. Apparently, we're not really upgrading executors right now because we don't care. Odd choices. We need to get more ballistas in here. Yep. And again, we're putting 2 there because if that horde decides to chunk that down and really push in on that small segment of 3 walls. Did we not put that there? Oh, interesting. We definitely need to put another one there, too, so we're not wrong. That might block entrance to the gates a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of an awkward positioning again because we're pretty tight on that side. Don't want to necessarily get in the way of our free motion to get into the front. Good times, good times. Decisions on where to put ballista. Fascinating conversation for a rainy day. Are we going to put 5 up here? Oh, hell yeah, we are. If we're putting one there, we're definitely putting one on the other side. Come on now, you can do it. Nicoderm can help. Let's go. Okay, we're not. Oh, you can imagine the lively conversation we're having at this point. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Yep, that's where we need to go. You need to be able to fight. There we go. See, I knew you were thinking. That's good. Yeah, we're still, like I said, we're still locking down where we're going to put our defenses with the ballista before we start going completely ham on executors. Except for that one that we decided was really important to do at that very moment. But hey, whatever. Also got to watch your power, because every time you upgrade to GATs, by the way, it is 8 more energy. So as you start moving up there, and if you think you're going to be upgrading to more GATs later, definitely put down a couple preemptive mills. I don't think we did that particularly well here, but we'll see. Good times, good times. Remember just like how tense this was, because I know it's like not real time, like totally real time right now, but we're just kind of like, oh my god, there we go. Preemptive mills, there we go. We were thinking about this, so we were better at this than I thought. That's good. Absolutely critical. Preemptive mills are critical. Want to make sure that you have enough power for all your upgrades and never get shortchanged on that, because if you lose sufficient power at a critical time where your executors can't get upgraded where you need them to, especially if you're falling back to the center, ooh, it's a bad scene. So here we're just kind of going ham on just adding more and more mills if possible. We are actually a little bit out of workers too, which is an interesting thing. We're about to lose our ability to upgrade to executors also because we're down to 8 workers. So guess what that means? That means we're building housing somewhere, and that's a little scary. It is a little scary. For that, we're going to need food, too. So our expenditures, it's 100 power. That's probably unnecessary. 150 power that we just put down. We're out of workers, which is kind of hilarious. So we're like, okay, housing. Where are we going to put housing? I'm like, oh, tents. Where are we going to put tents? Then we decided to put it up here. Mainly because we got a bunch of defenses here. We got a crap ton. And I mean like a fuckload of ballistas up there. And it's also like 3 districts back between that and our command center, any other major residential area. So, practically speaking, that's probably a good place to put it. But we're definitely going to build like a secondary little housing area there. In order to do things, but we're out of food as well, which is hilarious. It's kind of like, well, now I can't build more workers. Yay! So we're gonna have to probably drop down another farm or some sort of fisherman's hut to make things, to make ends meet, so to speak, or make people put food in their mouths, or whatever particular illustration you want of this. We're gonna farm. Can you farm? 46 works. Yep, that works. See, at this point I would have dropped it already, but we didn't because we need to get that last 2 food. There we go. Told you it's gonna be 46. I ain't fucking around. I'm telling you how it is. Good times. At least we got wheat, so that's nice. I like wheat. Wheat's good. Tastes like gluten. Makes me get...
Way to blow up things.
Yeah. Yeah, the question is where we're going to put these guys. But like I said, I think we're going to put them in that narrow choke over there. Because that goes where we go. Though that's a little close. And we're talking about maybe putting some of the units over there as well. That feels like an important front to cover. Because once those stone houses get infected, we're pretty screwed. But that's also, we need more ballistas over there. Yeah, as you can see, like as you start filling in your defenses, stuff gets a little fuzzy, like really quickly. So you start noticing, like, oh god, that's been open for a while, and you're kind of lucky that a horde didn't decide to, you know, knock on that door and say hi. So that would have been bad. Waiting on more food to get more workers, but we are definitely going to keep dropping ballistas down for fun and profit. Yeah, we need more wood. Yes, that's what we need. Totally. Spend money on wood, because we're not getting a crap ton of that every turn. Uh-huh. I'm not bitter, I'm just saying. Yep, so that's a pretty solid defensive line. 4 plus a gat means that's probably not going to get fucked with.
Not sleep and just rest in my
Yep, we're going to put them there, but as I recall, we need to put a wall down. Yep, bingo. Double that shit the fuck up, because we are going to get annihilated if we don't. Come on, boop, boop, boop. Beep boop does not compute. Come on, there we go. See, that's exactly what you need to do. Perfect. Now you're thinking with portals. Go leftwards. There we go. So now it's doubled up there. Feeling a lot better about ourselves. Put the wall down before I reach through time and punch you in the face, old self. Thank you. Very, very good.
Building completed.
So now we have 180 power, which is more than we need, but hey, cool. We start losing mills, we can still say we're above on power, which might not be a total bad thing. If we have to be pushed back, be able to build some defensive units. Defensive, well, just defenses, I guess would be the term, on the inner perimeter. Put down the gate, puta. Okay, perfect. That's gonna get touchy, this one. It's gonna be really tough to get around here. Yep, get rid of that. You have to get through. And we'll be plugging the hole pretty hard, I think, if I remember that correctly, especially when the last wave comes. What is going on, friend? Can we please get rid of this thing? Yep, and put that other fucking wall down. Excellent. Again, we weighed the options. We decided that the ability to get down there with units is more important than having a second wall there, purely because we'd be able to support that effectively otherwise. Yeah, we're day 85 now, so we're basically a week out from the shit hitting the fan. It's not a lot of time, and we haven't built more Titans, so that's not great. It's really kind of not great. But, hey. Decisions we've made, now we have to live with them. So, if I were playing this game again, like I said, I think I would have put more Titans down now. Though we do have to spend money on executors. So you see, the money goes away pretty quick. We started this at like almost 1900 GPT. We put down a couple extra ballistas, and I use that term loosely. We put down a crap ton more ballistas, but you know, executor here and there, and then suddenly we're down to 1600, right? So you really got to keep your eco, and you know, our eco is decent, but it's not super elite eco at this point. So we got to be smart about how many buildings we have. That's really kind of the issue here, and it can always be better. And that's the thing. And when you play your games here, just start thinking about how many more you can swing and how much better they can be. As far as the buildings go and how much your economy goes. Only 2 of them, but what happens to the guys that are waiting by the wall there? Did we just forget about them? Pretty sure they came in at the last second in a very dramatic and clever way. Always wonderful. Titans stomping around, rearranging already. At this point, we started suspecting that we're not going to get another wave, that this is going to be the last one. So we started going, all right, well, let's just get this right now. Let's get it done proper. Get it done proper. And then we'll be able to get it. Don't put it there. Numbnuts. No, that's going to block the gate. That's going to block the gate. There we go. Put it right there. Good. I like. Very nice. Yes. Put the ballista down, or I punch you in the jaw. Old self. There you go. That's no, don't put it there. That'll block the second ballista. Okay, you put it there. No, it won't block the second ballista. That's fine. It actually won't. That's fine. That's good. We're good. I'm not gonna hurt myself. X-post. I used X-post again. Just when you thought it was gone for 30 minutes, it's back. Yeah, we're still in the process of putting more and more ballista down, which is kind of hilarious. Can't fit. We already have 2 there. You're not gonna fit a 3rd. Are you insane? Oh, I don't know what we were thinking with that. That one we can't get another one in edgewise because it's a little annoying. We can put one forward, but that's just going to be... Yeah, we can basically put bulb out another wall. That whole situation with the stone really screwed us over there. We've been a good quarry, but it was too far out to be particularly useful. So now it's just basically slowing us down and making us stop from getting another good ballista in. So, frustrating, yes. Reality, no. We're actually going to get rid of this? Yes, we are. And I think that's a good call. Having a second ballista up there is going to be a big help. And we're really locking that area down. It's got 4 executors and 2 ballista. That's not going to be anything that the undead will be able to break through. There you go. Put it right there. Put her there, pal. Put her there. Put some stone in front of that. Oh my god. My brain is beginning to melt from the inside. Thank you. Yep. Yes. Yes. Good. Good, my apprentice. Okay. Alright. Not from a Jedi. Sorry. I had to... That's the one scene I remember from that movie. It was kind of forgettable overall. I didn't really like the new trilogy, or the first prequel trilogy, I guess. But not from a Jedi was the way he said that was fantastic. That was about it. That's all I got. Random reference to... God, what was that second one even called?
Attention.
It's kind of something lame, though, right? Whatever. Yeah. It happens. And now I've gone to Shen already. It's been a long fucking day. That's all I'm saying. Out of workers again, so we're putting down more houses. We're blocking stuff, so just put them down wherever you can, man. Don't need to put down another market. We're definitely, I mean, we could, but totally unnecessary at this point. So keep the lanes free, the frequencies open, and get some more houses down. Convince your people to shag for great justice, yeah? Keep doing it. Nope, that wasn't, that was not, the OCD is kicking in. It's not precisely lined up according to the indications in the Equator's manual. You'll see that it's precisely 20 yards to the left, and that right there is an urban planning no-no. Yeah, we were having a moment here, and I was like, hey, food. Oh, God. I swear, I'm gonna hit, like, age 50 at some point. I'm just gonna be this freaking maniac wearing pants on his head running around going, I don't like jelly beans! Like, it's just gonna end badly for me, but at least it'll be entertaining for everyone else, right? And isn't that our purpose in life? To serve as warnings to others to not do what we're doing. Yeah, maybe. There's a pretty strong argument to be said for that, so hey, whatever. Let's keep going and tell people about our hatred of jelly beans. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll work out just right. Yep, put another wall there because we don't want to put... It's just funny. There's like, you can't put a wall there. How about one tile in front? Totally fine. Okay. So the problem is there we can't... Yeah, exactly. Put it behind. That's going to block the second ballista position. But I think that's okay. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We have 3 firing. We have Titan support in case that gets a little pushy. We just can't put the iron there. I'm trying to explain to Mama Urs that we know we can't build over that. No, we can't find a bridge over it. It's just non-buildable. Okay. So I have to go back, and again, the giant, like, quarry space. We're going to get another ballista in there anyway, so the giant quarry spaces are just kind of really screwing us right now. Did we really do that? Oh, interesting. I did not expect us to do that, but that's actually a smart idea. Putting down double walls here and letting ourselves put some more ballista in that way. And I think roughly the rest of this is going to be just tweaking out more executors as it comes. I think so. Doop, 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 doop. Beautiful. Yeah, it's kind of like, I just realized this is kind of like watching like a really, really brutal version of SimCity. And like brutal with like an umlaut, so you know it's like really fucking hardcore and probably something resembling a death metal band. It's like, it's brutal SimCity. Brutal, man. And then just randomly sound South African for no apparent reason. Or I'm just not even a good South African accent. It's just kind of stupid. I'm going to stop. It's okay. We need more ballista up there. We still haven't done a third ballista in that particular corner, which is not filling me with oodles of confidence. But more food, eh? We're just kind of just doing total schizoid OCD stuff. Like, I don't know what we're doing, but we're going to put some fishermen's cottages down. Need some more food. Eat some stuff. That's alright. Get it in there, boy. I believe in you. You can find a spot. Oh, yeah, 14 food. Giggity. Hunter's Cottage. Oh, fuck yeah, 11 food. Really, really scraping the bottom of the barrel here. We already have Hunter's Cottages. Oh, we can get a 10, we get 12. Bitch it. We just ran out of farm room, and we don't have time to drop it down. We have no more money. We have no more money. We cannot pay. Anyway, looks like this episode's almost over, so I will catch you next time when we're probably going to hit the last horde and see how we do. Hope you're enjoying this retrospective. There's been a lot of, I think, base building here, but as you can see, the planning strategy and what you need to do to kind of get to the last stage. Hopefully that was helpful. I've been Urs, though, and I'll see you all next time. Have fun till then.